Hello, VOD watchers. Hello, hello, hello. We are getting back to
This black
Genshin
fog over the
Impact.
board must have
So,
some connection to
we're picking
Thalinda's.
up where we left off last time because
Why
last
is
time
it
we only
taking this
streamed for about an
form?
hour, so we
Does
only
it
got
have
like an
something
hour's
to
worth of
do with
content
Rainier's past?
into the
A new
Archon quest.
mystery I'll need to unravel.
We are picking up where we left off, and ideally, this will be a very long VOD because we will finish the Archon quest tonight. Because I have already played through at least, I've been streaming this whole thing and we're already at like over 4 hours. So ideally we can finish this tonight, and I'm streaming until it's done. I'm gonna be playing this until it's done. So hopefully we'll finish tonight. So keep me in your thoughts. Keep me in your prayers. And let's freaking do this. I hope we can get this done. Oh, this is gonna be a long one, fellas. So strap in and let's go. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh. That was a mistake again. Oh. Oh, I need to get to the Black Mist. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. I messed that up. Black Mist.
Author Thalindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits.
Oof.
To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research,
Ooh.
which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this. As well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource, we are neglecting other promising technologies. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is endlessly fueled by questions such as these.
Okay. So we investigate. Oh, we gotta do more of this. Oh, lovely. Ah. Of course. We did it.
This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
The Lindis. Did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rächer got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened. You understand?
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rächer I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
A red moon? You mean our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, the Lindis.
Oh.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins, no matter how long it takes.
Okay. Whee! Oh, really? That was dumb.
everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsliff, what are you? Is this treason? You know what
Oh my
happens
god,
to
they're
those who
cubes.
betray
You
the
see
throne?
that? It's the cubes with the Khaenri'ahians stars.
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Khaenri'ah.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhindaughter will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
Okay, we can't do that. Okay. Ugh, this is low-key annoying, but I know why I have to do it. How am I supposed to get past this? Okay, that's why. Oh, that's dumb.
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Clearly, the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred of dignity. This is dire. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedifalnir.
It's you.
Surprised?
It's Jack
Oh,
frickin'
wait.
Barlow.
I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Khaenri'ah will surely fall.
You know what his piece looks like? That looks like an Ouroboros. I know we see the tail right here, but visually it looks like the serpent eating its own tail. Because if you know anything about the Ouroboros, the Ouroboros essentially, I'm just going to look it up and give the description, Ouroboros. So the Ouroboros, it's an ancient symbol of a dragon or a serpent eating its own tail, representing the eternal cycle of destruction and recreation, unity and infinity. It symbolizes the idea that things do not disappear, but perpetually change form. So Vedifulnir's visual symbol looking almost like an illusory Ouroboros, and his ability is visions of the future about change and things coming full circle. It just reads to me in a very interesting way. Like, this is an intentional design choice, and I'm excited to see what comes of it.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vedifulnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time.
Sorry if the volume was kind of quiet, that's why I had to turn it back
Your
up.
fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Uh-oh.
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Khaenri'ahan history.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, in a whole new story.
Uh-oh.
There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rächer. But you are not one of them.
Oh!
You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedifulnir. At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future? With your beloved, Felindis?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what is my solution? What's the answer?
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, fate does not negotiate.
Oh.
That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek
Oh, no.
more power, so I can protect the things I love. You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are you doing all this?
My voice. In your head. So, you hear it too? The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedifulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life, as if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end.
Hi, thank you for
That
the
is
follow,
only
Willow
chance you
Sky.
have of
Hello,
fighting back against
welcome.
fate.
Welcome,
It
welcome,
is up to you
welcome.
whether you
We're
believe
playing
my
through
words.
Genshin Impact right now.
Regardless,
We're playing through the
there's always
the
fail in the
Luna
matter.
2 Archon quest.
I
Thank
have
you
no
for
right to
joining.
intervene any
It's
further.
gonna be a long stream because I don't know how much time is left in the Archon quest, and we've already played through about 4 hours, so we'll see how much more I have left.
I will hold you to your word.
He's angry.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Uh-oh.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
Uh-oh.
The Universitas? Oh no!
There you go.
I'm
He
sure
running.
we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rächer.
Whatever Vedifalnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose.
Oh lord, he running. Also, if you hear any loud noises in the background, especially loud like clacking, my dog decided to that now was the perfect time to gnaw on the deer antler we got her. And oh my goodness, you just started 3 days ago. This is a huge spoiler for you. What are you doing? You're gonna spoil. Well, I mean, honestly, it's out of context. Like, you're gonna go play through a bunch of stuff and you're gonna come back to this, you're like, oh, that's what that was. Okay. Yeah, treasure. Okay. Ooh, we get to test play as Nefer. I am not pulling for Nefer. She's cool, but I have my heart set on getting Varka and Doran.
Or the Universitas Magistrorum.
Notice how, like, the piece that represented Radier looks like these little monsters that Gold created.
The Universitas. That reminds me of a rumor I once heard. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever going to activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Uh-oh.
Save me! I can't! Ah!
Yeah, you'll probably be able to understand stuff. The story is pretty easy to get a grasp
The king
of.
really went through with it. What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run on power from the Abyss. And given it's a major center of Abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger. I have to hurry!
But I hope you had a nice week, Quilla Sky. Thank you for joining the chat. Thank you for following. Yeah, it's been a long week, so I hope you've had a better week than I have.
Stabilize! I will have order!
Born of ice and frost. Access denied. For Rex Lapis.
Behold! Know your place!
Yeah, I don't play Woowa, but I've considered playing it, mainly because I've heard it's pretty fun, and some English voice actors that I like are apparently in it. Because I also play Baldur's Gate 3, and I play Final Fantasy 14, and the dub studio that does those games, also dubs Wuwa. I mean, they dub Genshin now too, but there's a couple of actors that are in some games that I like that are in Wuwa because they were in the games that I like because of Side Global.
No touching.
Solidify.
Oh crap, I need to switch to my bag of goodies.
Can't hide the truth. Seek within.
You dare to gaze upon me? Stabilize. Order guide you.
Oh crap, let me eat my food!
Behold.
They're all ganging up on me! Don't be mean to me!
Born of ice and frost.
Gather.
Access denied.
Oh, dear sweet lord.
I will have order. Stabilize.
All hail.
No more lies. Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels.
Yeah, I know that. I know there's a few VAs that are in Genshin right now that are also in Wuwa. I know the VA for Nefer is in Wuwa as well.
The wind rises.
And I know that there's a character that's voiced by Jennifer English. She's in Baldur's Gate 3 as Shadowheart. I know she's in there. I know that the English VA for Varka is also in Wuwa. I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head. I know there's a few. Oh, I know that Escoffier's English VA is also in Wuwa. She plays, I know because I remember seeing videos of this character going around online, the mouse girl. I don't know her name, but she looks like a mouse. And she's got a cute little accent, and then for Genshin, they got rid of it. Nobody's allowed to have an accent in Genshin. It's quite sad, actually.
Monsters at the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now?
Oh no, not the monsters!
It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons?
Uh-oh.
Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week, but the new weapons haven't been allocated yet.
Uh-oh.
I'm done for. Is anyone there? I need help! Stay back! Please stay back! Please!
Ooh, this animation's so pretty!
What's that?
Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
Oh my god, this animation is so
I
pretty.
know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution.
What?
I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
No, don't do it!
What did she do? Oh my god!
will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Oh my god.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Oh, that's... Oh. Dane!
Rächer, thank goodness we...
Step forward.
Yeah, I know she's in Wuwa too. Uh-oh.
You made it.
Not you too.
Oh no.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our own.
Oh no, and this is when he became one of the sinners. No!
Rächer.
Thalindis?
Were you daydreaming?
Oh, that is devastating. No.
You still remember, Rächer? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh.
You mean the proposal?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, no, the animation looks
Where do
so
you think would
good.
be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking of
I love when they pull
fancy
out these beautiful animated sequences, and it's just gonna
It's your
emotionally crush you. Oh. Yep, there we go. Absolutely devastating. Oh no. Really ringing true to the this man got a million times hotter when his whole life fell apart.
I will find you. And then... you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Rächer of Solnari was born.
Yep.
A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing. In a nutshell, the story of Khaenri'ah is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Time to get back.
Yes, Yehoda is going to be on the next banner for Genshin, I believe. She got her drip marketing with Durin, who will be coming up next, who I will be pulling for, because one thing you should know about this page and about me, I like dragons. I like dragons a lot. And if a character has any sort of dragon, draconic influence, if they look like a dragon, if they are a dragon, I'm gonna be automatically interested in them. If the fiction has dragons, I'm interested. I like dragons. My character, myself, I am a dragon. So, Doran's a dragon, so yeah, I'm pulling for him. The boy will be mine. I need him. I need them to also make Dvalin playable. Yes, please. Thank you.
His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be, that was Khaenri'ah's fate.
He's gonna be a sword wielder. And I already have a 4-star weapon for him, so if I don't get his 5-star weapon, I have the 4-star. Yippee! And I've had it since early Genshin. Oh, there's Yehoda. Speak of the devil.
Everyone, I'm back.
Hello, Mom.
Can I get a standing ovation?
Snap, 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 snap.
Never! How are you holding up? Feeling okay? She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarier's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy, as
So
he said
sad,
himself.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Khaenri'ah. However,
I haven't
I
seen
would
anything.
not
I've been trying to
consider
avoid
Ra'rir to
spoilers.
be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes, nobody is safe.
That's very true. I'm still so upset they didn't let her VA use her natural accent because she is so good about pronouncing the words correctly based off their regional and ethnic sources. Like all of the Finnish words, she says the way she enunciates the words correctly. It would have been so nice to hear her get to say those words with her natural accent because it's so beautiful, and they just didn't let her, and I'm so sad. Let people use their accents, dang it!
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nodcry in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time. Bravo.
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw went right over
Yeah,
my head.
because that's one of the downsides of Genshin is since its inception, they've made all of their actors use a very Western / North American accent is what I have to say, is because there's a lot of people in Canada who have a similar accent. So they wanted to keep it very Western. I say Western as in North America. It's disappointing because we could have had some really nice regional Latin American inspired accents for Natlan. We could have had some really nice regional Swana and Middle Eastern accents for Sumeru. We could have had some really nice accents for Fontaine, based like British and French and Scottish and Welsh and everything. But no, we weren't allowed to have that. We can't have any accents. No accents allowed. Even though like almost every other fantasy world has accents in them, and we don't have any here. Y'all didn't even want to make any up. Okay, I see how it is. And any actors who have accents were not allowed to use their natural accents, which is really sad because we've had some British actors in the cast since version like 1.2, earlier than that, and they haven't been allowed to use their accents, and I'm still upset about it. I'm still so upset about it, and I will continue to be upset, especially after hearing what Escoffier's her VA's natural accent sounds like, and then hearing what they made her sound like for the game. And it sucks because some of the direction for this game, they kept some of the same directors for the English dub. You can hear these actors' natural accents kind of slipping through sometimes because they are trying so hard to maintain an American accent that it impacts their overall performance, and you can hear it. It's very sad, but there's not much I can do about it. I'm just the consumer. What do I know?
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss. Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
Uh-oh.
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself.
That's actually kind of
like
funny.
opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the Curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough to treat her like my slave? In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What happened?
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves.
Why are we in
I'm not
Sumeru?
that kind of boss, and it would go against the Curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago. Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
What?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated
Really?
manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So, I have not played Honkai Star Rail. The reason will surprise you. I saw the playstyle and I don't want to play it. I'm very weird about the games that I play. I'm very picky, and so my partner, my spouse, he played Star Rail for a bit, and I saw the playstyle, and I did not like it. I was like, no, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. I've played enough turn-based games to where I'm not a super huge fan anymore. I played Baldur's Gate 3, but that turn-based game is very different from Star Rails, and I don't care for Star Rails very much. So I just don't play it. And I already play a little too many gachas, and I didn't want to add another one to the bunch. And on top of that, I'm gonna be so real, the story didn't appeal to me either. I did not care for it. I was just like, nah, I'm okay. So, I will say, in terms of Genshin's, not Genshin's, but yeah, not a fan of that either. In terms of Hoyo's games, I'm gonna say this. Honkai Star Rail is their experimental game. They experiment with stories and character designs and pushing the limits of what they can get away with. I'm sorry, Mide is a Gilgamesh clone, and I stand by that. Zenless Zone Zero is the game for people that just want sexy people. That's it. When you want to you play the game because the characters are sexy. There's very little story. What story is there, I've been told, is very good, but it's not a heavy story-driven game. It's there for interesting characters and to appeal to some very, very niche people's wallets. And then you have Genshin. Genshin does suffer in a lot of its quality of life stuff. Like, there's a lot of things people have been asking Genshin to change and fix for years, and the Hoyo devs are like, you know what y'all need? Do you know what y'all need? Y'all need Roblox meets Infinity Nikki. That's what y'all need. It's like, no, I just want a 2x speed thing for the unvoiced story quests. That's what I want. That's all I want. There's other things that people have wanted for a while that we still haven't gotten, but you know, we definitely needed Millie Astro Wonderland. We definitely needed that. But one thing I know That too. I want the skip button for stupid things. I don't want the skip button for these kinds of quests. I want the skip button for world quests that don't add to the overall lore, where it's like, oh, you need to go help this person rescue their cat from a tree. Can I just have that? Okay. But one of the things I wanted for a while is something that I also play Twisted Wonderland. And Twisted Wonderland has this option where you can pay to play previous limited time events. I have wanted in Genshin for years not a way to play the events again, because I have played through every single limited event. All the story quests, I've played through every single one. I've been playing Genshin pretty much daily since December 20th, 2020. That is how long I've been playing this game. What I have wanted in Genshin is, because we have our Serenity Pot, where we can go in, we can build stuff. I want a feature in the teapot where we can go and watch cutscenes from any previous event. Any previous event. Any previous story. I can go watch the event in high definition, voice acted, and I can do this. You see this where I can turn off the text and everything? That way I can go get cutscenes. That way I can go get high-res clips. That's what I want. And the thing is because we have in Genshin now, we canonically have, oh, this character, she makes movies now. She directs movies. Okay, that means you can watch the movies. That means there's television. Why don't I have that in my teapot where I can pay the in-teapot currency or save money and buy access to those events? Other gachas do that. Why can't Genshin? Because no, apparently, I need Milliaster Wonderland. I need that. Not what we actually want. That's Genshin's problem. But the one thing that keeps Genshin playable for me, the reason I haven't dropped it yet, is this story. They go hard with this story. The writers are hardline focused into telling this incredibly detailed, layered story that every time I get a question answered, 10 more questions pop up, and that's what keeps me coming back. And that's why I keep playing Genshin, despite all its faults, despite all its struggles, despite the difficulty of it, I still play because the story has me hooked. That's what Star Rail, I mean, apparently the most recent patch of Star Rail was a very devastating for some people, but those are for people that have been playing it for the last, like, what, almost 2 years. I haven't played, so I have no desire to play, so I don't understand. Yeah, that's what I had there's a whole clip on my channel of me discussing Milliaster Wonderland, that it's essentially Roblox meets Infinity Nikki, and it's a whole mess. And for anyone watching the VOD, I will upload a link. There'll be a link you can click on in the caption to go watch that clip over on my Twitch. So I don't think I'm gonna upload that clip here. I would want to edit it, but either way. The one issue that Genshin has is its quality of life and adding things into the game that people don't want, but people keep playing it because the story is so well done. This is a great story. The writers are cooking. They are cooking. They are cooking. The characters are so well developed that even the characters with the least amount of time and lore are still so layered and have so much depth to them, and there's room for growth. Bennett, we knew so little about him, and then this summer event we got all of those questions that we had answered, and it was so satisfying. Everyone was so happy. The characters are well built. They're well built, like, lore wise, and there's still room to expand on it. That's why people keep playing Genshin, because the writing is so good. There's obviously aspects of it people have issues with, I have issues with, my friends have issues with, other players have issues with, but despite all that, people keep coming back because it's still so well written. And that's why people like it, and that's why people keep coming back. So, I want to get back to this, but yeah, that's the big issue, is that people have with Genshin. The characters and story is well done, but the quality of life gets put to the wayside. Versus, like, again, Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero have really good quality of life, but their stories overall kind of suffer, you know? So, back to game.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Oh, so we're not actually in Sumeru.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Oh.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which was also the case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy right now?
Oh.
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you?
Everyone
God forbid
sounds like a
anything ever
Nefa.
happens to you.
Oh, that's kind of mean. Very robotic. Is that in Genshin? Everyone kind of sounds like an Nefa to you?
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here somewhere. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking,
I think
it's
part of
all
that
real.
comes down
And so is our
to
tiredness and fatigue. You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious. But
I think a lot of it
anyway,
boils down
I
to the
got your back,
direction.
so don't worry about a thing.
So, and this is something I've had a conversation with some people about before, and I'll just very quickly touch on it here while the topic is hot. A lot of the issue with dubbed games in the West nowadays, and this is not a problem with Side Global. This is a problem with, because Side Global is a British-based dubbing company with studios in London, in Tokyo, and in Los Angeles, but the company itself is British. So their approach to dubbing is very different than the approach to dubbing in the United States. It's very different. So an issue, though, that has been, I've noticed, very prevalent in the last 5 to 10 years with English dubbing, mostly from Western studios, and when I say Western, I mean United States, is that what they used to do was they used to allow the actors to find the character themselves. That's what they used to do. They used to allow the actors to kind of get to know the character and find the voice on their own. Now, they don't do that anymore. The directors say they want a very specific tone, and they'll cast an actor who does very good in auditions, and then they'll bring the actor in and let the actor know they want them to meet a certain tone. Because I hear the way some of these actors sound outside of playing these characters, and it's a completely different person. And an example I use is with Genshin is I played for a friend who hadn't touched Genshin since like 2.0. I played her a bunch of the characters in English, Japanese, Chinese, and Korean. And she said in English, a lot of the characters sounded exactly the same. She said they all sound the same. There's no difference to her. She couldn't tell who was supposed to be who, what region they were supposed to be from. She couldn't tell. Because they do. A lot of the characters all sound the same, like you just said. They all sound too similar. And the difference is, again, if you listen to the way some of the characters sounded in version 1.1 for Genshin versus how some of the characters sounded in version, say, 4, and then version 5, they all sound very similar. Well, like version 3 and version 4 and version 5, they all sound very similar because the type of direction changed, and I don't know exactly what happened, but everyone sounds the same. And what it comes across as to me, I'm not in the industry. This is what it appears like to me as someone who's been a consumer of Eastern Asian media. I'm gonna blanket statement this. Media from China, media from Japan, and media from South Korea for a very long time. Over 10 years. Oh, close to 20 at this point. I'm old. But what it feels like is in the last 10 years or so, there's been a shift versus letting the actors explore the character and find the character's voice on their own. The direction wants them to match the tone as close as they can to the original Japanese. And I'm going to use Final Fantasy XIV as an example of this being not the case for all dubbing studios, and the same with Wuthering Waves. Because I've heard the dub for Wuthering Waves versus like what it sounded like at the very beginning versus like what it sounds like now. At the very beginning, they were trying to do what Genshin did, where everyone has the similar American style accent and they were meeting a certain vocal tone for each character. And I remember looking at the actors they cast for Wuwa and being like, these are Shakespearean trained level actors. These are actors with experience on television and the stage. Why do these performances sound so bad? Because the actors weren't allowed to find the characters on their own and were being made to match a certain sound. And then after the actors were allowed to explore the characters on their own and use their natural accents and given a little more freedom, the characters began to sound better. And that's why Final Fantasy XIV sounds really, really good. I play Final Fantasy XIV in English. My husband plays in Japanese and it sounds really good, but I play in English and I really like it. Despite normally when I play Japanese-made games, I usually play in Japanese. I really like Final Fantasy XIV in English because the direction is really good and they let these actors play the characters as they found the characters. And you get a more authentic and natural performance that way. And I'm hoping maybe we'll see some of those changes in Genshin with the direction from Side Global. But it's going to take some time, obviously. But I think that's a problem, is why everyone sounds so similar, is because rather than letting the actors explore the characters and find the voices on their own, a lot of directors in the United States want the characters to sound as close to the Japanese as possible. They want them to sound as close to the original source language, like the Chinese or Korean, as possible. Even though a lot of tone and verbal cues and languages don't have the same tones for a reason. Certain words in, like I have a friend who's Korean, certain words in Korean don't come across the same way when you say them in English, and certain words in English don't come across the same way when you say them with certain inflections in Korean. You're not going to get that same thing, and allowing the actors to explore the characters and find the characters' voices on their own leads to more authentic performances, which makes for a better viewing experience as the consumer. I'm only saying this as the consumer here. And I can hear when an actor is able to explore the character and find it on their own, and I can also hear when an actor is being asked to meet a certain vocal pattern to sound more in tune with the voice the original voice of the character they're dubbing over. That's just me. But okay. Getting back to the game, because I keep ranting and rambling and yapping, and that is a bad habit that we have in this page, is I continue to do this.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions. Would you be amenable to that, Boss Nefer?
Oh, Lauma. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination. Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces. You have my word that I will get us all out of here.
Yeah, this is a yap-friendly space. We all yap here. We all yap down here. Okay, so this area definitely looks like Sumeru. Very much so like Sumeru. Not complaining. I love how Sumeru looks. Sumeru is still, to this day, one of my favorite Archon quests. It's one of my favorite regions. Yeah, this... Oh my god. Is this where I think... Oh my god, this is exactly what... This... It's not...
This looks familiar.
Is
That's
it?
Not a good sign.
It looks like a place...
Time for a little
It looks like an area in Sumeru I'm familiar with. It's definitely not, but it looks like it. It really does look like a place I'm familiar with in Sumeru. Oh my goodness. Hello?
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. Wait, is that?
Oh, it's him.
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you all day.
Who?
I think he has some news for you.
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Rechinu? Hiding away some more loose change? I know I saw some Mora.
What do you mean, loose
Baby
change?
Nefer.
Come on, I'm too old for this. Just pretend you saw nothing.
Okay, so we're going over here now. This looks like, I can't remember the actual name of it. Okay, actually I can't find it. Give me a second. This looks like Aru Village, specifically. It looks like Aru Village. I don't think it is, but it looks like it's supposed to be like Aru Village. Oh.
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepi?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival, but I'll need his approval.
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Rechinu says my dad's looking for me.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords. Come find me when you're done.
Pile of stones. Got it.
So we're gonna get to see Nefer's dad. Okay, okay. Is that him up there? Yes, it is. What does Nefer's dad look like? Now, let's place our bets. Did he get a special NPC model like Thelindis or Dunyazard, or... Thank you so much. That means a lot. I'm not a professional voice actor, but I have done a little bit of voice acting lately. It's just vocals for my friend's indie animation, but it is something I had wanted to pursue for a while. Maybe at some point I'll be able to get the equipment I need to start actually doing voice acting and make a demo reel and maybe submit auditions at some point. But I would really like to be a voice actor someday. It's something I wanted to do for a long time. So who knows? Maybe someday. We'll see. But you never know. Let's see. Is he gonna get a custom model? Let's see. Nope. He got a basic model.
Uncle Rechinu said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who are you fighting against, Dad?
That would be so much fun. I would love to play a villain. A villain sounds like so much fun. Right now, my friend is doing an indie animation series on YouTube. It's called Espresstoe Beans, and I voice a character named Melissa. She's a very Wednesday Addams kind of coded character, and she's a lot of fun. there is a lot of like editing on it to make the voice kind of sound robotic, which is a lot of fun as well. But her most recent episode, there was a fight scene, and I got to do voicing for a fight scene, which was a lot of fun. So if you want, whenever the stream's done, you should go check out Tiny Hats for Tiny Cats in the animation Espresstoe Beans. I will try to find a way to link it in the video as well for the VOD. So you should go watch it. It's so good. It's a lot of fun. And my friend Will, Soul Eater Will, he's also a voice actor. He's in it too. So it's a lot of fun. We really have a lot of fun working on this. So you should go check it out. Yes, go check it out. Okay, back to game.
I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in. You wouldn't be spending all your time out searching for new water sources.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty, onto better things. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now, squeezed into these hovels.
Aww.
No one would choose this, if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back. They gave me some contacts in return for my assistance in the desert.
So you're the academia's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership. It's
That
nothing
can't end
bad,
well.
okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us, and the fastest way to progress.
So, do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day, I swear I'm gonna lead us out of this place. We'll find somewhere new. Somewhere better.
Okay, so we're gonna continue exploring. Can we go in here? Nope, we cannot go in there. So where are we going? Oh, we're going this way. Okay. I will say, I've been streaming for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in April. And when I started playing, I was playing Genshin on controller. And now I'm playing solely on mouse and keyboard. And the fact that I've evolved into being a WASD player on almost everything now. I've so grown as a gamer. It's like, I'm a real gamer now. I'm a real gamer now, Mom. Look at me go.
So don't be your own fool.
Ooh, this looks scary. Not really scary, just kind of sad and depressing.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief, and now you have to face the consequences.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. They said it was all news to them. You're a liar and a cheat.
Uh-oh. I knew it. I knew something bad was gonna happen.
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across
Thank
the
you.
ground.
I know.
That's
That's the way the character is played. The character is very much described as being like a Wednesday Addams type. There's more lore that's going to be coming in those videos in the future. I've been discussing with my friend Tiny Hats for Tiny Cats, like what's coming in the future. And Melissa may or may not be the only character I voice down the line, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. I'm very excited. It's going to be really good. So stay tuned.
There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Uh-oh.
Halil, this is Sinuhe. chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you safely. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. It was a matter of survival. Praise the gods. The well of the Iab tribe was intact. It was my last resort.
Oh, no.
I drew what water I could and left, but not without being spotted. I fear they will retaliate. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the academia's decision and prevent them from retaliating. This is an emergency. Please send help as soon as possible.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. Some parts are barely legible. What a ridiculous lie the surviving
I haven't
Shinty
actually.
tell.
I've seen
Their
some
whole
people
village
playing
was
it,
butchered
but
over a
I have
sip of
not
water.
played Duet Night Abyss. I've heard about it though. I know it's pretty new. So, maybe we'll play it. I know it's still in, like, I think it just recently came out of the beta. That's what it looks like. Oh yeah, no, it just recently launched. Okay, maybe we'll see. We'll see. Maybe. We'll see. I play a lot of gachas, unfortunately. I play too many. Oh, she is? I didn't know that.
Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
I knew
promise.
our village was going to come into play.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in this desert possesses serious academic potential.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a chance. Don't let her talent go to waste.
I don't recognize her. New arrival?
She showed up here a few days ago and we took her in. She's a really bright kid. Please help. I'm begging you.
Oh.
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of your family? How many of you are there?
Just
She's the only one left.
It's only you?
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters, no mother or father?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form. Never. You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I love being back in Sumeru. It's so pretty. I love Sumeru.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs.
Uh-oh.
Do you really think I'm a weak student?
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind. Almost too sharp.
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are. And I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from.
Oh, no.
Because I'm different.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. It's just... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions. What's the other one?
I wanted to check. If someone sent me a letter to the academia, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collects it.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there, probably sitting on a shelf. Whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it.
You can see how
Honestly,
long ago this was. They still have
feel
the
like I
Akasha
failed you.
terminal headpieces
I'm
on.
supposed to be your teacher, but I haven't taught you anything.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. You're not allowed to teach students like me. It's not just the academia either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful, and leaves the losers to suffer and die.
Damn.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful.
You gotta build your own success. Okay, where are these letters? Oh, there they are. Okay. Wow. Really out of the way here, huh?
This must be it. A big cardboard box full of unclaimed mail. And probably some letters that ended up here by mistake, too.
Yeah, that
Let's take a
was
look.
my first 5-star, actually. And I'm not mad about it. She's the one that I actually get the least when it comes to standard banner 5 stars. Where is she? She'll be able to use it find her here. There she is. As you can see, she's only at a C3. The character that I get the most, unfortunately, is this one. She ruined my pit. She ruined my 50-50 for Lauma, as you can tell. It's usually her or him. I intentionally got this one. But yeah, if you want to see. Yeah. Yeah, no, I invested in that skin. It was worth it. I still have a few skins I don't have, but yeah. All right.
A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a Core of 30 representative. What a strange thought. A bunch of mercs losing sleep over rundown buildings. This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient didn't care what the core of 30 had to say about anything. Who was it addressed to? I don't recognize the name, but it must have been a Khaenri'ah professor. This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. The title is Changes Observed in Satyavada Life Symptoms. Why do all these letters read like full-blown dissertations? Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in the forest. All the barriers between levels of consciousness disappeared as our minds soared around in circles, looking for a branch to seek refuge on. In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. The Immorta Darshan strictly prohibits the use of hallucinogenic substances, but I believe there are still people getting away with it. For example, my neighbor who always breaks out into song and dance after using incense. This seems like something the academia would want to know about. Why wasn't it collected? Wait, what's this written on the back? It's so small. The note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return address was provided. Stamped by the Grand Conservator of the House of Dana. This next one is addressed to Grand Sage Azar. A few words of protest regarding recent changes in Sumeru's educational policy. In recent years, the academia has taken on a small number of students from the desert region, as per the policy to this effect. However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational opportunities that are, in any meaningful sense, equal to those enjoyed by their peers. As well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring, they do not even have full access to the Akasha system.
That sucks.
Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge and wisdom. I ask you, is the lip service we pay to the policy of education for desert students truly the standard of pedagogy to which the academia aspires? As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative, but do not forget your roots. You and I were once students too, as was everyone else in this institution. I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. I encourage you to discuss issues like this with myself and others, and listen to some alternative opinions. great letter. Shame it didn't get to where it needed to go. And the sender is... Huh? Sage Cyrus of Spontamod. I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad students like me have it in this place. So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up? Nice one, Grand Sage. Really? Whatever. This isn't what I came here for. Moving on. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. But if it did, where else would it end up if not in this box? I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been years since someone last went through it all. And this is just one box. The whole House of Dana is boxes on shelves. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down and read through all the documents in this place. Who has that much free time on their hands? Wait, could this be it?
Oh no. A plain letter. It of course would be right at the bottom of the pile. Clearly no one gave this letter so much as a first glance, let alone a second. The handwriting on the envelope looks very familiar.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleague's aid when you ran into trouble in the Great Red Sand. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. You seemed very pleased and told me your name. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business, and I therefore see you all as friends. You were kind enough to leave your contact details so we could stay in touch. The Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the academia and help us find a way to make a better living. This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe has fallen on particularly hard times, and I would like to ask for your assistance. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. To ensure my people's survival, I had no choice.
Yes, that's what this is. This is the newest Archon quest, which is the Archon quest for Lunar Phase 2. We're trying to finish it up. I was told it was very long, and I wanted to try to finish it up tonight, so we'll see if we can. But yeah.
The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our ancestry to Tulatala, we worship the Lord of Flowers and have had relatively good relations with our fellow tribes up until now. I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option. So I took some water to keep me and my tribe alive. My actions are certain to incur their wrath. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like to take you up on that offer, because I really need your help. I wonder if you could send an academia representative to meet with me. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from the desert, and I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer. We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. Would you consider enrolling my daughter at the academia? She is a smart girl. I know she won't disappoint you.
Oh.
From the outset, the Academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. I doubt they even remember the name Sinuhe. And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction, like you were the most powerful chief in the whole desert. You liar. You lied about everything. You promised the world and delivered on none of it. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Despite your best efforts.
With the current story,
you weren't even any good at
not counting the hour and a half, well, counting the hour and a half we've played, I'm double checking by looking at my VODs I've posted on my YouTube channel. I have to use a calculator because unfortunately I'm not very smart when it comes to math, so hold on. 2 hours plus 4, little over 5 hours, and then counting the hour and a half, 6.5 hours. We're 6.5 hours in now. It's a lot. It's a long quest.
I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done. I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your bags. Where are you going?
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head back and deal with it.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with, and they can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has hallucinogenic effects. Don't use it all at once, alright?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have it? But you said it's a rare and valuable commodity.
Yeah, about that.
Oh, well.
I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant. It's not worth much.
An hour and a half left. Well,
fine.
I said I was gonna be streaming until I finished it, so.
Alright, that's all from me. You take care.
We're finishing this tonight. We're finishing this tonight.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly.
It doesn't sound like she actually forgot her at all. I will say this, okay, I know why. So the whole Archon quest is about 8 hours, and I'm gonna go on a very, very tiny whiny, teensy weensy, eensy weensy, tiny whiny side tangent. The reason it's so long now, because the Archon quests used to only be in total Each patch, maybe 2 hours, 3 tops. They added character quests into the Archon quest. I don't like that. I don't like that very much. I would like, personally, I would really like it if we could go back to this. Can we go back to this? Can we go back to this? I would like to go back to this now, please. I would like to go, oh, they changed this. I just realized they changed this. I would like to go back to this. I don't want my character quests integrated into the Archon quest. I want my character quests on their own, so I can go do them on my own time.
Be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces.
But yeah, I would like my character quests back on their own, please. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made. If not, I'd be very disappointed.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the Iab people. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Iab has a very different trajectory. Others grew weak, but you grew strong, beginning in obscurity and moving to prosperity. You're the only ones who defied the trend.
Huh. So, you do know who you're dealing with?
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut, but it looks like you have control over it now.
You're not wrong, but I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information
that
came
is
to light, which might just
to
be
take
your ticket to freedom.
a nearly 8-hour quest and do it in half the time means they were just spam clicking everything. They weren't paying attention to a thing. Have you ever seen that clip online of the person flipping the pages really, really fast? They're like, blood ain't even reading. That's what they did. It's 100% what they did.
Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Iab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. These ruins are of great archaeological interest to the Academia. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia is offering 50 million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a little low, don't you think?
Don't get greedy, Iab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their water supply?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people and make you watch as I cut their heads off one by one.
I assure you, Chief, that would not be in your long-term interests. You don't want to make an enemy of the academia. You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you see it. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way just to lie to you? We have more important things to worry about.
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're trustworthy people. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration. Would you do us the honor of staying a while and enjoying some EOB hospitality?
That sounds suspicious.
I am partial to wine myself, and I trust you are as well. So let's indulge in a few drinks together, in celebration of this momentous occasion.
Uh-oh. I knew that couldn't be good.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the EOB's military superiority, and yet...
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence. Perhaps there is a traitor in your midst.
I don't think so.
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the well, I'm afraid you won't see a single mora of that 50 million.
Oh no.
No, please, Ambassador, just give me some time. I swear the Unut will not get away with this. That well is ours, and so is the mora.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here for an update.
If there is a traitor, I will find them. In the meantime, make yourself at home. I'll report back as soon as I have an update.
Much obliged. Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger. What an amazing feeling.
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of the EOB, yes?
The EOB are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research projects in the desert region. So let me ask you, Chief, if you were the Academia, what would you do?
Kill them all, of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The EOB have held back our academic pursuits for too long, and our patience is wearing thin. At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be seen to be intervening in desert affairs. I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from.
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert tribe, it'd start a bloody war.
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the EOB, which makes you our natural allies. Natural allies.
Thank you, Pickle! Hi, Pickle!
You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. You're at each other's throats. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this matter. We are asking for excavation rights to that well, and our offer is 50
She's
million
playing them
more.
both like a fiddle.
Say no more. I believe we have an understanding.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. Get us access to that well, and the more is yours. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how. People will believe anything.
I'm excited. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Ooh, a crow.
Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. You're no different. You're nothing special at all. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke. I think we're even now.
I'm gonna say something. I don't think Nepper's okay. I would have liked to hear her voice be a little more unhinged there. Like, look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your bodies bleed like any others. You're no different. You're nothing special at all. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke! I think we're even now. I just wanted to hear her be a little more unhinged. She was too calm. She was too calm. Oh, thank you.
Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better place without all these people around.
She's too calm.
Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. In this dog-eat-dog world, a chief needs to be tough to survive. But you couldn't do what had to be done. So I did it for you.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but
Oh, I can get unhinged. I can get unhinged. No, it isn't.
Is
Like,
there anything you can do to ease the tension?
it would have read so much better, and the scene would have been done so much better if her voice just got a tiny bit unhinged. She's too calm. Like, again, listen.
Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered
It's not
bodies
unhinged.
bleed like any others. You're no different. You're nothing special at all.
See, it's not nearly as unhinged enough. Like, listen to this one right here. Outside the laugh.
I think we're even now.
Versus,
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
it sounds the same. It sounds the same. This line's supposed to be unhinged and this one isn't. And it doesn't sound any different. Why didn't they let her go unhinged? Why didn't they let her be unhinged and crazy?
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto a completely different topic. So, anyway, that's enough of that. When are we getting out of this place? Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, Alma, you tired?
Yes. If we can find somewhere to sit down, I could certainly do with a rest.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? That's where this story ends? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says. I never wanted to believe it, but looking back now, I'm as desert as they come.
You mentioned a temple. What's waiting for us there?
My biggest trade secret of all.
Ooh.
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you got your power from. The power to peer into other people's minds.
I didn't know you were clued up on any other religions.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it has something to do with King Deshret.
Ooh, Llama, she's very smart.
Sounds impressive.
Specifically with Hermanubis.
Ah, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's Boss Neff for ya. She knows everything.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity, but I know about Sethos too.
What about him?
Bernice? Is that who you're talking about? Yeah, she does give those vibes.
He's not a small deal.
I don't play ZZZ, but I know Bernice.
Please, this is the bare bone basics. Save the flattery. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in. With any luck, that's our exit just up ahead.
Ooh, scenery's changing. Cinema. Yeah, exactly. It's peak cinema. Ooh, look. I'm ready. Let's go. Why are you saying uh-oh?
I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. Like, look at that statue, for instance.
That is a big statue.
I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen anything like it before.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King. One of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
Here we go. Cat. Oh, is this where she met her cat?
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world.
I love the cat.
Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
There it is. I knew something was up with the cat. Rerir.
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
Huh? The pendant's gone. What?
How repulsive.
Daneslave! Daneslave! I've been waiting for you, my boy! There they go. Columbina! There's Dane.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I?
You sure did.
It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsliv. Were you helping get them out?
Of course he was.
When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rächer inside the chess set.
Not for long.
Oh, really? How'd you manage that?
It's so
Well,
funny
to be
when you
honest,
look
I
at the
sensed that
characters
something
like
was
this.
wrong
I'm
before
only
we
doing
made it to the
this
temple.
to show a point. You can tell who's newer and who's like an early age character. It's not by the outfit design, it's by the hair. It's the hair. The hair is so much more detailed. Yes, she's everyone's emergency food. The hair is so much more detailed on these new 6.0 models versus these 1.0 models. You see, you can see it, right? Because the thing is if you cover up Dainsleif's head, his model fits in with the other models. It's the hair. The hair is the biggest problem.
By using this fragment to probe into Rächer's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rächer, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts
It's
alone?
not just the
That
highlights
shouldn't be possible.
specifically. It's the shading, the fluffiness. Like, look at you. We'll just use Yehoda's model, for example, right here. You see how we've got these little flyaways right here? These little loose strands in her braid and these little wispy hairs in front of her face. And on top of that, they've gotten this slight transparency in the hair around the eyes instead of it being fully opaque.
Rächer was a secret agent who reported directly to the
And
Minster King.
using this background, this right here.
Finding a trail
Oh, hold on.
and hunting down his pursuers.
Okay, using from behind, looking at Yehoda's hair and looking at Lumine's hair. There's a lot of highlights. It's the detail. You see how there's more shading, there's more depth, and again, it looks fluffy. This hair looks fluffy, and this one doesn't. Same with Paimon's. And then again, Dainsleif's, and then look at Lauma's. You see all the little wispies, the flyaways. Same with Nefer. You can see some of these little wispies here, the little slightly like thin lines in here, and not these little triangles right here, but again, the slight little pops of color highlights in other places. And also again, very, very faintly on Columbina, you see the little wispy right here where her hair is gathered into these little metal hair ties down here. You can see the wispies around it, the way it parts and flows. That's the difference between the 6.0 models and the 1.0 models. It's the hair. Because his costume, look at his costume. It's about as detailed as Lauma's. They're both very detailed. It's a very detailed costume. The issue is the hair. It's the hair. It's not the costume itself. It's the hair. If I could go to it, I would use it as an example. Specifically, D-Luke. D-Luke's skin that he got has kind of not that super fixed look, but if you look at his skin, which came out in, I believe, summer of 4.0, it was like 2 summers ago, versus what his normal skin looks like, it's not the clothes itself, it's the detail in the hair and the face, but more so the hair. That's how you can tell how old a model is in Genshin, is the hair. Like, that's literally how you can tell.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me.
Oh!
I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King.
Oh!
You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Iab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, I enrolled in the academia, where some new information came to light. The Unut and the Iab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million Mora. The Iab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every warrior in the tribe.
Okay, going again with the hair. They have the same amount of highlights because this is not a very well-lit room. But you see, again, these little wispies in her hair, these little wispies here, the way the hair has these flyaways, and the detail in the shading. Same with Yehoda's. You see, we got the wispies, we got the flyaways, and it's fluffy. And then you have Dainsleif. There's no wispies, there's no flyaways. It's just very thick and solid. That's the difference, is this hair looks fluffy, and this hair does not. So when they did say they were going to be reworking some older models at some point. So when I say they're going to rework them, I think that's what they're going to be doing, is they're going to be fixing the faces a teensy bit. They're going to make the hair fluffy and add that slight, it's hard to see here, but that very slight transparency instead of full opaque hair around the eyes in certain angles.
The final blow to the Iab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes.
Can you see, like right here, how you can see her eyes through the hair? That's what I think they're also going to be doing to fix some of the older models, is add that same effect.
Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was, seemingly immune to the relentless hostility of the desert, while my tribal home lay in ruins. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King.
Oh!
He led me to a gate deep inside the temple, and there he made a deal with me. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his power of piercing analysis. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth, but I don't believe that's the full story. Every god plays favorites.
They do.
Their hearts are as fickle as any human's, full of secrets, perversions, egotistical tendencies. But precious few gods are willing to admit this.
It is the same with all powerful forces. including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few. As you rightly point out, this is an act of favoritism.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned.
More cinematic time.
Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Rächer of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the investigation has been most fruitful indeed. The Rächer of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Khaenri'ahan subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details of his story. Please save any questions or comments for the end.
At the Vinster King's behest, he gathered intelligence and assassinated descendants of the Crimson Moon dynasty. Unwilling to take down his beloved, Thelindis, who was secretly of Crimson Moon heritage, he then got dragged into court politics. Vedifulnir's voice, which spoke to him of his fate, was like a reflection of the moon. Though he could disturb the waters to gain some temporary relief, he was powerless to erase it entirely. Okay, before we continue, this frame of these 4 boys is the best example of how you can tell it's not the costume, it's the hair. It's the hair. Look at Albedo. Look at Doran. If you don't look at their heads, their costumes are similarly detailed. Obviously, there's very subtle gradients in Albedo, not as obvious as on Doran, but we've got the detailed boots. We've got all the little details in there. It's the hair. You see how his hair is very blocky and Doran's looks a lot fluffier with more gradients. You've got wispy flyaways. And obviously you're going to have the slight transparency around the eyes. Same with Flynn's. It's fluffy. You've got the little wispy flyaways. You've got more texture. And then you got Dane over here with nothing. It's the hair. It's not the costume. It's the hair. In contrast, Rayru's own life was like a reflection of a broken moon. Once the stormy winds of fate blew across the water's surface, it was utterly destroyed. Thelindis smuggled away a piece of the moon before disappearing through that mysterious portal. It was passed down through the ages, finally falling into the hands of the knave. And then again, using this frame, you see all these little wispies, all the flyaways, the detail of the hair, and then Lumine. No wispies, no flyaways, solid pieces of hair. Same with Paimon. And then even using like Varka in the background, you can already see the texture. It's the hair. But what lies on the other side of that portal? Is it really a whole other world? Thelindis never had the chance to share what she found there, neither did Rayrir, who followed her in.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rayrir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Notcry. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences. This is a threat that the Knights of Favonius cannot ignore.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rarir's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lauma. Any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge, others of a gateway to the unknown. The term Moongate is one I have heard before, but as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses. We cannot know whether it truly exists.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moongate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the moon gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as Nefer mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Rächer of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave unsolved for now.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rärir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rächer of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the Wild Hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rärir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments and see if there is any validity to my suspicions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation. Already, it has greatly enriched my understanding of the entity we face.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rärir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies, and the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet, none of that can begin to compare with the complexity of human life.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time.
Aww.
Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover. She's been through an awful lot today.
She really has.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan. Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation. Nice room. Oh, I'm not coming in, though.
Why not? It's just a hotel room.
If it's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look the part, but I'm technically a knight. Barging into people's private quarters isn't the kind of thing we do.
Oh, he's a gentleman. Okay. He's a gentleman.
Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Rächer of Solnari inside her chest set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Yep.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case. So, how long have we got?
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. What a long and storied history it has. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will. Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us? Great. I appreciate it. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but at least it's a start. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
All right, so here's what we're thinking. We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, none of us are your boss. You're well within your rights to refuse if you so choose.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all of us against the Rächer of Solnari, or none of us stand a chance.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the stakes are through the roof.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure you're ready. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure. Are you really willing to take all this on?
I want to do everything within my power. The Rächer of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else involved.
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a moment's hesitation. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight. I want to make sure your courage doesn't come at the expense of your safety.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.
I think we're almost at the end, guys. But real quick, before we continue, because I can see everyone there, this is what I mean. We're gonna use Diluc for this. It's not the model itself. It's the hair. So, we're gonna go to his dressing room. Now, look at his hair. We see, there's a little more wispies. It's not as much, but okay, see? We got the two Ahoge, we've got some wispies. It's not as good as like some of the 6.0 models, but you see? We've got an ombre gradient. We've got the detail. There's more shading. Now, you see how much thicker it looks? There's not as much of a gradient. The shading is more blocky. It looks solid. This one looks a little bit fluffier. It's not much. You can see it, right? Then again, let's take Diluc. Let's take Diluc, and we're going to compare him specifically to one of the only 6.0 models I have. We're going to compare him to Flint's. Why would you do this to me, Flins? Don't do that. Okay. You see it? You see how the hair, you see how it tapers into much thinner ends. It's fluffier. You've got the little wispies. They get finer. Another good example of this, we're going to compare a 1 point something model to a newer model. We have Zhongli.
Osmanthus.
No! Shut up! Sorry. Look at Zhongli. Look at his hair. The outfit itself isn't bad. It's the hair. Look at his hair. It's very thick. It's very thick. It's very chunky. And now we're going to compare him to the other dragon, Niviet. You see? You see the difference? It's the hair. It's the hair. And this isn't even the newest model. Let's use there's not really many Natlon characters I can use as a comparison, but we'll use some girls. We'll use some girl comparisons. Let's compare a female character with long hair from earlier in the game. I'm going to use Ningguang for this. We'll have to use her normal outfit, not her skin. Okay. Now, look at her hair. It's very long and flowy, but it's very thick. You see how it doesn't have that nice kind of flow to it? It's very thick and solid. You see that? Now, let's go look at Mavuika. You see the difference? It's the hair. It's not the skin itself. It's not the costume. It's the hair. It's definitely the hair and how you can tell a newer model from an older model. And let's use a 4-star female character from early Genshin versus a 4-star female character now. Okay, Amber. Because she did get her reworked skin, but her hair is pretty much the same. So, look at her hair from the back. You see that? You see how it's kind of chunky, it's kind of blocky. You see how it looks? Now, I did not get Escoffier, but I do have a newer 4.0 model in Mizuki. She's about the same height. You see her hair? You see that? You see the detail? You see how we got the wispies on it and everything? And last one, we're going to compare a 1.0 small model with more of my proof that it's the hair, Diona, versus Aino. Look at the hair. It's definitely the hair, is how you can tell. Because their costumes aren't too dissimilar. It's the hair. I rest my case. Matt!
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rächer and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rächer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, He seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you?
Let's go.
No objections? All right, then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said
I swear to God, if they do not make him playable, I'm gonna be so upset.
Through.
I've been waiting 5 years for a male playable character with Varka's model. Do not deprive me of this, Hoyo.
Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Ha!
We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
I love Dory.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangamabe. So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. Is that the idea here? In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name. It's...
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else.
I really would have liked if they'd let her sound like a old auntie like she does in Japanese.
Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around?
That's funny.
It certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours.
Alice! That's Alice!
Mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notcry is gonna go down the drain!
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect myself with. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kovaki, and then never went and used it all up at once! Never lost so big in my life!
Oop.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant, but I'll make it up to you.
Oh?
You will? Well, in that case, how about you give me your chess set, and we call it even?
Nope.
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it.
Oh!
In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Rächer of Solnari. Deal?
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer. I guess we'll see in a couple of days.
Oop.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
Let's go find Dory. Dory, where are you? There she is.
Dory, how are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangamabe would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here!
Oh.
It's so pretty! Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very attractive offer.
Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kave to make them for you.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated, but if you want to know more, you can ask the Dendro Archon about it sometime. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kave to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kasharawar talents, he was the obvious choice. Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kave for you.
I love
Marab
Kave.
delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kave. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case, because it would involve grave danger.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff.
That's low-key kind of funny.
Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead.
Ugh.
Huh? What does that look mean?
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get serious about something.
Damn.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big beaming smile. Obviously, Mora plays a big part in that. But there are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a favor, or showing some kindness. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangamabe is the best in the business. And more
Aww.
than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes. Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me like something I'm not. My priority is doing the business that I want to do, so long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord Sangamabe business model.
Alright, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. much easier for everyone involved if you just take my word for it. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much. You're my favorite assistants.
I really love Dory.
It's the boys! It's the boys!
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Oh, he's so cute.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Durin, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures.
Ugh.
The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
Uh-oh.
What? You can actually dissect the Wild Hunt?
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But taken as a collective, the medium through which the Wild Hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptotire, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But she barely mentioned Rächer at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the lifeform he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence. Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rächer's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible. You could think of this as Rächer in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power.
Oh no.
Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rächer of Solnari either.
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the Three Moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip. Durin and I will be heading off shortly.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
We will.
All right then. Stay safe.
Here we go. Why are we leaving footprints on stone? You saw that, right? I think it bugged out, but like... That was kind of funny.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka. Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear, but I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting for the future of Nodcry. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence, please follow his lead.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, I know my way around a battlefield. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and sound.
Alright. I hope we're almost done. Not because I'm wanting to be finished with it. I want to be finished with it, but like we've officially been streaming almost 3 hours. It's like I am ready to be finished with this Archon quest. Oh, poor Dane.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainsleff?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, not in the same way that Dainsleff is yours. But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Khaenri'ah, Mr. Dainsleff?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rächer situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend? He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life. Some friendship, that is.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us? You see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for it.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. And even now, they still support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now.
Oh.
I regret not seeing her help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Rächer of Solnari.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid I need a little time, but I will seriously consider joining you.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will be so grateful to hear that!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about whether you're willing to join us.
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
All right. Here we go, guys. I think this is it. I think we're getting close to the end.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hello.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Radniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first, because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine. Please, I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chess set's looking a little unstable.
Uh-oh.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
I agree.
Here we
Paimon,
go.
Find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
I will.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones.
Here we
let us
go.
Bring to this fight.
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Okay, that art is so cool. I don't want to fight him. Oh, you have to.
Yep, you too.
No more lies.
Leave this place.
The moonlight. Move.
Ouch! Don't do that to me. Disrespectful.
The moonlight betrays you.
Get away from me!
The deception ends here.
Be silent.
Forest, protect us. Fly the frost on the wall.
Can't hide the truth.
Ah, leave me alone!
Observe. The moonlight betrays you to hunt them down.
It all adds up.
Pathetic.
Seek within.
I am not good at fighting! Don't make me fight!
Poor lost land for the everlasting forest.
Close your futile. Fear the dark. Keep your dust. To dust. Night falls.
No more lies.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Steady now. Observe. Close your eyes.
Ow!
Are you quite finished?
Do you see now? Fenifonier, when will it be as you foretold? Move!
You poor lost land.
Steady now.
Got it.
Here.
One heart, three prayers.
The night cometh.
No more lies.
Ah!
Be silent. Move yourself, futile.
Move! Pathetic! Hunt them down!
Leave this.
Be silent.
It's all futile!
Night falls.
Move!
Seek within. Forest, protect us. By the frost moon.
Pathetic!
Keep your distance. Observe. Are you quite finished?
Futile!
Lush as the moonlight.
Move! Hunt them down!
Can't hide the truth.
Moonlight! Be true! Hunt them down!
You poor little
Oh my god, this is so stressful!
Be silent.
Observe. Night falls.
Wipe out!
The moonlight! Great!
Your little game of heroics is over. Who wants to go first?
Oh my god! Why would it restore? No!
My sight!
Ow!
No! We've been separated.
You okay?
Never! Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before. Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Laura! Can you hear me?
Silence.
Voices are gone. But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just keep stalling him. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
No more lies.
Ah! Leave me alone!
The mystery unravels.
Oh my god!
Bombs away!
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. No more lies.
This is so stressful! Ah! Leave me alone! Stop bullying me, big sexy man! Stop it! Stop bullying me! I'm just a girl! Leave me alone!
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide!
Ow! Leave me alone! I do not like this. How do I get the Kuvaki? I can't control my camera. Oh. What? I have to do it again?
The mystery unravels.
I do not like this. I do not like this game. Do not do this to me.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. Seek within. Can't hide the truth.
mystery unravels.
Ow!
No more lies.
This is gonna be a boss! I'm so mad! I just know this is gonna be a boss.
Can't hide the truth. Seek within. It all adds up.
Water jet!
I hate this! Let me fight! I wish I could have my other characters. I don't like this game. Oh, fudge.
I've got this. The shield's broken. I can't keep this up.
Don't push your luck.
How much power will it take?
It all adds up.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
The mystery unravels.
Water jet!
Ow!
Seek within.
I hate this. This is so annoying.
The mystery unravels. No more lies. It all adds up. No more lies. The deception ends here.
Oh.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Can't hide the truth.
How much power will it take?
No more lies.
Okay, here it goes again.
Curses. There's no other way.
Okay. Oh, goodness.
The only way to defeat Rächer is to borrow his own power.
Oh, I like this frame. It's really pretty.
Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
I'm sorry, I have to get a screenshot of this because this frame is so pretty. I'm sorry. It is beautiful. They really ate with that. Cut scene time! Cut scene time!
Your eyes are bleeding.
What the heck?
Soon you will be powerless to resist. And then I will reduce you to dust.
Ouch.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on. Keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything.
I do like his spear. That is pretty cool.
You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved.
Ooh, get it where it hurts. Get it where it hurts.
The fight against fate, Rächer.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid.
Here we go.
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you.
Uh-oh. Oh! What's that?
What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
Albedo! Doran, his wings are so pretty!
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help.
Go, baby boy, let's go!
Abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental
Oh,
energy.
go, boy, go!
Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view.
Let's go!
It won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
Teamwork.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about
Not just a student, that's her son. I mean, she did make him from chalk, but still, that's her son, dude. He's not just a student. Go, Bina, go! Oh, look at them. They're so beautiful.
You use my own power against me?
Yeah, we do.
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar.
Get it, girl!
Don't you realize you don't have the power to hold that gate open?
I don't, but someone else does.
Oh! Dane! Look at that face! Look at him!
Rächer.
He's so apathetic about it. Wow. That was cold.
We won.
Hi, thank you for the follow. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness.
She's a real comedian, that one.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it.
Hi, Mr. Film Dragon. Hello. Welcome to the chat. And it's going good. We've been streaming for over 3 hours trying to finish this Archon quest. It's so long. There's so much content. It's been so long.
Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision.
So, we did talk about this in the chat earlier.
Incredible victory.
But this one is longer than it usually is because they did say previously that they were combining character story quests into the Archon quests. And that's why this one was longer than usual, because they combined Nefer's story quest into the Archon quest. I feel like the Archon quest probably only would have been maybe 3.5, 4 hours. But by adding Nefer's story quest into there, that's another 2 hours that got added into it. It's crazy. But yeah, it's a long one, this one.
In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make, whether that means faith, strength, or in this case, your ability to even see. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, please follow your recovery plan to the letter. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax, and rest. My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory.
We
A
did.
dark cloud has been lifted from the skies of Nodcry. All in this land will be grateful for what you have done.
We did it.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both.
Oh, that frame is so pretty. I have to take a screenshot. I'm sorry. This is so pretty. I'm sorry. It's so beautiful. I love seeing my girls. Look at them. They all look so good. Oh, I love it. It's so good.
There's something I want to let you know.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Oh.
Huh. Hold on. Let me try.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me.
Oh.
In the past, you never used to open up about yourself.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learning to share how I truly feel with my friends.
Friends? You have no idea how glad I am to hear that.
Uh-oh.
Yay! You're awake! How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
Phew! Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night. Poor Paimon had to eat all by her lonesome.
Oh,
Glad
poor
to hear you didn't
Paimon.
starve. How was the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She couldn't enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Varker and the others are organizing a victory feast and they want to celebrate with you. He also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing those. If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
All right. Victory celebration! Let's go! Let's go, let's go! Look at my boys!
Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing.
Oh my
You
goodness!
literally just sang
Thank
how
you
there's
so
no
much
one
for the
holding this victory feast
subscription!
without
Thank
you.
you! Thank you,
Any
thank you,
longer,
thank you
and
for
you
the
would have
subscription! It
postponed
means
it
so
till
much. Thank you
tomorrow.
so much! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, I had to like just say thank you. Thank you so much! Thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
How are you feeling today?
Thank you.
Much better, thanks. Don't worry about me.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know.
Thank you.
Happy to check you over at
I
any time.
should have some new ones coming out in the next 2 weeks. I'm working on a few more right now, so hopefully we'll have some new emotes coming very soon. Just stay tuned. Thank you
Never's right
again.
over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
I am so excited to pull for this boy next month, because that's when his banner's coming. Next month. It's during December. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days rest.
Yay!
I can actually open them again now.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to strain your eyes while they're still healing.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yes, I do. The emotes, I do use some bases. They were made by, someone on Twitter. I can't remember their name, but they are credited on my Twitch. But I do all of the extra art myself. My model is my own. I've made my layout. Pretty much all the art I do on my own. I do use a base for my emotes, but all the hair details, everything I still do myself. But yeah, it's pretty much all me. Everything's me. It's little me. Everything's me. But yeah, I did it.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment? I could do with an extra pair of hands.
Oh, sure. Coming. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back. Paimon, you still like 'em sweet?
You bet. Make it extra sweet, because Paimon's earned it.
Of course you have
Sure
Paimon.
thing.
The Rächer of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think?
More of a wolf.
No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say.
Oh.
Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me? I think hatred is a perfectly justifiable emotion. What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep on living. If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck in the past. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a fool. That's why the academia turned their back on him, and why the other tribes ganged up on him. Oh, father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar.
That's so
Look at the
sad.
Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me. So that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rächer any different? You can't work as a spy your whole life and expect a happy ending. It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making. But it's still human nature to want to go on living. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Oh, really? Well, it takes a very kind person to find compassion even for liars. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. Because all they care about is themselves. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me. So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Wow, is that what it looks like? Well, you all know my past now, and I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So I guess I just have to put up with you, for the foreseeable future at least. When you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective and play your hand accordingly. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you.
And it will be.
Very good.
Oh wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, Paimon suddenly remembered something.
What'd you remember, Paimon?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
Alice! That's who you're referring to. Alice.
Huh? Am I imagining things?
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from
What?
hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world.
Who?
I somehow doubt that's what's going on. He won't lie low forever. so we'd better stay on guard.
Who? Who? Oh god, that's gonna come up in the next one, isn't it? Oh, sweet lord. Okay.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the Academia?
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the Curatorium.
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First time hearing about it.
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nodcry, your desert interests, and...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary? Yes, I heard about that too.
Oh.
How did you...
You're a curious case, Lord Sangama Bay. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you?
Uh-oh.
But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a will, there's a way. You did it for Sumeru, didn't you?
Oh.
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose any friends or business partners if I can help it. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine. Where everyone could live happy lives. It was something I looked into, but after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more effective strategy. The tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora, and all you care about is growing your own wealth.
So, what's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes, I love Mora, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
But surely you have dreams of your own beyond just making Mora.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And, you know, make a nice little slice for myself along the way. Just thinking about it makes me happy. That's
the hate that Dory gets is so unnecessary. She's a really good character.
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been away from home for a very long time.
Yeah. So long that I barely remember what my family even looked like.
Oh.
That would be your mother, father, and sister?
Yeah. Though it's been years since my sister passed away.
Oh, baby.
It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating business person. Beyond a certain point, if something isn't helping you, it just gets rid of it. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind's eye.
I'm just gonna pause for a second to yap, because that's one other thing about this page. We yap. People have hated Dory since she came out. And the hate is so unnecessary. Oh, she's mean to Kaveh. No, she's not. She's kind of mean to everybody in a very playful, auntie kind of way. Because that's the way she is. If you know anything about some other cultures, you've got those like auntie type of characters where it's like an older woman in your life who is kind of like an aunt. That's Dory. she's an auntie. And if you listen to how she sounds dubbed in Japanese, it very much sounds like an auntie. Because this is not a little girl. This is a woman that's much older. She's much older, and I am here for it. She's a little crotchety old lady with lots of money. Everyone knows someone like that, and they're definitely an auntie type, and that's Dory. And Dory's had a lot of stuff happen to make her the way she is. She acts this way because she knows if she gets close to people again, she's just gonna get hurt, like with what happened with her sister. She has to be closed off in order to keep herself safe. It's very sad, but people like to be mean about her because they think her design is ugly, which it's not. They think her voice is annoying. It's not. Y'all just don't like characters that don't fit your own personal preference. And that's okay if you don't care for a character because it doesn't fit what you like. That's okay. But that's no reason to make hate campaigns over it and spam the pages of Genshin Impact on all their socials whenever it's Dory's birthday every year just because you don't like a character. That's not cool, man. It's not cool to spread hate. This is a really well-written, well-fleshed-out character, and you just don't like her because, oh, she was mean to your baby girl, Kave. That's a grown man. Stop babying him. Okay, I'm done.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me, that's the one silver lining in all of it.
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that life is much better now than it was back then.
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora, a big beautiful house.
Yes, she
Business
does.
is booming, and I'm as happy as can be.
I'm glad for her.
You've got a lot going for you too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's plenty of Mora to be made in that line of work.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Oh, I love Dory. I've been a Dory defender since day one. I love her. Alright. Mondstadt boys, let's go!
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine. I mean, I barely did anything, so...
Oh.
What? You're too humble, young man.
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Notcry. We can't thank you enough for your support. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to accept it calmly and with grace. It's important to learn how to respond to words of admiration.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get the job done.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Durin played a big part in forming the alchemical array.
Aww.
See? Did you catch that?
I'm so ready for Varka to be playable. Oh, please. I hope he is.
Okay, yeah. I did work pretty hard to help prepare for the battle. No point denying that.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You've sure learned a lot recently.
Wow.
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
I mean, there are technically 2 other dragons currently existing in the world right now. You're not alone in that.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast learner, just like your brother. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp the principle and how the process works.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage them in battle. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of the alchemical array. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot, which is where the confrontation took place. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina.
Wow.
That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us.
Yeah.
Given his history with Rächer, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was far better for him than staying in limbo.
Absolutely. He was torn between 2 paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person who'd stay trapped in limbo for long. Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance. And now, it's time to kick back
Paimon's
and
little feet
celebrate.
kicking is so cute. And I think... Oh, not quite, not quite. Oh!
That's the only reason you're here. Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends.
Huh?
I think this is very important. So I felt I had to come and tell you. Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now. Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers? What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down.
Oh my god, rage baiter and rage baited.
Was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point?
Oh my god!
Yeah. Please see Lady Columbina to the door.
She's so
Will you
pissed.
still invite me to your next tea party? What? Yes, I think you will.
Ooh!
Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Oh my god! I love her. I love Polonia, by the way. That's my big baby boy. He's so pretty.
Escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time?
We just wanted to, you know, see how you were doing now that it's all over.
Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rächer of Solnari would be able to lay so much as a finger upon me, given how prepared I was.
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
Afternoon tea, so we are interrupting after all.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook.
Ugh.
Look at all those calculations.
You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings.
Uh-huh.
I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant, dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future.
Mm-hmm.
And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer.
Alain Guillotine?
Who else? Pretty much all the mecha and Fontaine are his personal handiwork.
Wait, are you saying you know him?
Oh.
Personally?
as a friend?
I mean, I guess we were friendly enough. Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all.
And this is why those unvoiced world quests are
We used to
important.
chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request, but I did read through everything first before destroying them.
Of course you did.
I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have been such a waste.
So, that's where the formulas in your notebook are from?
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored. Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in comparison. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least, solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me, 'cause I lose a few brain cells in the process. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Nazissenkreuz Institute.
I knew it!
They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper, a sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end, the prophecy would come true, the apocalypse would arrive, and the future would never be. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics began to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect, and it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world, even before the apocalypse came.
This is another minor gripe I have with Genshin. These unvoiced world quests are so important. Can you voice them? Because guess what? People don't read. They don't read. They don't pay attention. This has been common knowledge for those of us that actually, read the world quests when we played them 2 years ago. Can you voice them, please? That would be great. Please and thank you.
And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance.
Uh-oh.
As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. Though of course by then it was far too late. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his delusional dream? Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective. What a cop-out. But I suspect you'd have a more incisive and insightful answer if we dug into it further. I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I like fools who let their delusions take control. Maybe I could understand if Rene had just been an ordinary person. But he had a sage-like intellect. And still managed to get himself lost in a labyrinth of his own desires. Anyway, that's enough about Rene. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Rene. But after that, Alain lost his friends and family. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause or anything. After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friend. I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space to breathe in his lifetime. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nazissenkreuz Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he barely touched in his adult life. He told me that the director of the Nazissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories. Apparently, they worked wonders at sending kids off to sleep. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else really mattered. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain. And that is the story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz Institute who both wanted to save the world. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back, and ended up calmly sinking to the bottom of the deepest sea. The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of saving the world? Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire: to save themselves. They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them, desires to explore the meaning of life, ambitions to have a successful career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away in one fell swoop. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world?
Yeah, I do.
The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked him the same question back when he was in his prime, putting all of his energy into his work. He gave the exact same answer as you did. No elaboration, just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work. He was always that way. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want. as long as it doesn't involve interrupting me. Colonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
Okay, I think, is that it? Are we done? Okay. We are actually done. At almost 4 hours! 4 hours! Oh my god! The same thing happened on Monday when I streamed Twisted Wonderland. 4 hours! 4 hours! Oh my god. Oh god. We will be streaming Genshin again next week. I have other stuff to do. We still have world quests to do. We still have character quests to do. So, yeah, I'm just showing here. As you can see, according to my map, see, we still got a lot to do here. And if I go here, I mean to do this, actually. So, yeah, see, we still got some stuff to do. We still got plenty of stuff to do. So don't worry. We will have plenty of time to finish all that next time we play. If you don't know, we do have a Discord server for the new people who followed today. Mr. Film Dragon and Quilo Sky, thank you once again for the follows, and thank you, Mr. Film Dragon, for the subscription. We totally appreciate it. Like I said, we have links to join the Discord server. We are having our Twisted Wonderland anime watch party tomorrow, and we also just have an open Discord server if you would like to join. If you're in the server, you get updates for the stream schedule before anyone else. I post the stream schedule in the Discord before I post it on my Twitter, so you'll have stuff to that. And like I said, we also have our watch party. We're watching Twisted Wonderland right now, but we might switch to something else in the future. You never know. Just, you gotta come join. It's a good time. Come join the server. I'm gonna share the link to join in just a moment. Give me a sec. I'm just grabbing a link for it. But yeah, feel free to join. We'd love to have you. And thank you once again to everyone in the chat for stopping by today. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Oh, for some reason now my link isn't copy and pasting because, you know, God hates me. But thank you to everybody who stuck around for this very, very, very long stream. Once again, one of the longest ones we've ever done. So it has been a while. It's been a long stream today. But thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you once again to Mr. Film Dragon and to Quilo Sky for the follows and subscriptions. There's the link for the Discord server if you would like to join. And also Pickle, don't think I forgot you. The resubscription. You've been here 19 months. That's crazy. But yes, thank you everybody who stopped by. It means the world to me that you were able to be here for this gargantuan task. But we did it. We finished the Archon quest. It's done. We're good. I will see those of you guys who decide to join tomorrow for the Twisted Wonderland watch party, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And the stream schedule for next week will be up on Sunday. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. I appreciate you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Bye. Goodbye.